So, ये शहर नहीं महफिल है is what we talk about when we talk about Delhi. Everyone's here in Delhi, and Delhi contains multitudes. And Delhi really belongs to everyone, which is why it really belongs to no one. So my piece is an extension of that. All right, I'll start in 3, 2, 1. My physics teacher from 10th grade taught me that time is relative. Fun fact, time also stops for no one. I tell her I don't agree. Time just hasn't been loved enough for whoever had the power to not halt in front of love. My physics teacher tells me that I would do really well in English class. And so I decide that when time comes to me, right when it should, the grim reaper frowning me kindly in my face, I tell it to take me on one final date. You see, time too deserves to be loved. Time just hasn't been to Delhi. A city built on sandstone and skyscrapers, sandstones, history molding itself into domes and arches and red brick walls. You rub against it and it leaves you a little smoother at the edges. Skyscrapers, 100 windows lit up like fairy lights on an October evening, where everyone wakes up on time but no one really goes to sleep. Time, my dear love, is what happens when Delhi wakes. Delhi is not a poem, it's a eulogy to lives you can't live but still want to believe. And so when time asks me what is love, I tell it that it's that one stand that sells kadak chai, guftagu on stands by, a fruit still bhaiya that knows my flavor by heart. Delhi, my dear, Delhi will never see us apart. My veins shape up like a metro map, Rajiv Chowk to INA to Kashmiri Gate, and overlap, and I can run as far, but it will always bring me back. The sweet lullaby of gates will open on the left. Please mind the gap. And the crisp, bubbly air of Connaught Place on a Sunday night, the beam from Odeon Uncle's stall shining right in the eyes of couples who unabashedly hold hands and exchange glances. Time, my dear, Delhi will wrap you up in its trances. Like the embroidery on your new khadi kurta and the loud 2 a.m. shouts of, do you even know who my father is? Main kisi se nahi darta. The tired smile of students who've just begun to call Delhi home. A city that fizzles chaos in monochrome. And time, dearest, have I told you about that Persian prophecy? Anyone who dare lay their hand on Delhi would bear catastrophe. Leaders have tried and tested and failed. Delhi is our curse. It leaves behind a bloody veil. Our hands are paper cuts, old scars of dissent. Inqilab breathes through, it knows no ends. And in spite of it all, we rage and we rise. Delhi can never really deafen its cries. Because Delhi is not a poem. It's a eulogy to dynasties that have come and gone. Even history takes time off to find itself in the crevices of this town that breaks hearts but never hope. I do not know how to stand here and tell you that my city is an imposter syndrome. Its every breath is borrowed. Has it ever had a singular identity? My city is courageous. You just have to be all that you can, and Delhi will welcome you with open hands. In most cities, they would wrap your head around them, but Delhi wraps itself around your finger, but never really tightens its grip, because you see, Delhi's air may be a chokehold, but its love never is. And so I decide that when my physics teacher tells me that time is relative, that it stops for no one, I tell her that she really ought to visit Delhi again. Thank you.